FM radio barn at 1021. This is KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, Eagle 102. Area High School softball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the diamond for high school softball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And welcome to Silex High School. Mark Frodick, Maddie Ingram getting ready for softball on a Tuesday as the Silex Lady Owls welcome in the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs. We've seen Louisiana, saw them last week against Bowling Green. This is our first look at Silex, and kind of a They have the potential to be very good. They only lost one player from last year, a pretty significant player, in Lexi Plackmeyer. But the nucleus of this team is still intact, and now they just need to find the right formula to be consistent night in and night out.
Yeah, and I think that having Taylor Howard back on the mound and her dominating presence that she had last year and that experience that she had last year taking her team to a district championship, this team is eligible and ready to compete again this year.
We'll talk more about this matchup as we start the pregame show for you next here on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, review your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
Pike County, Missouri Health Department is accepting appointments for upcoming COVID vaccination clinics. Appointments can be made online at www.pikecountyhealth.org or by calling our office at 573-324-2111. These will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Stay up to date with more clinics by subscribing to our PCHD e-news. If you do not have internet access, please call our office and ask how we can help you stay informed.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And welcome back to Silex, getting ready for the Lady Owls and the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs. And it's going to be an interesting day for Louisiana. They're without their head coach, Kelsey Calvin. She's out sick today, so Teresa Long is going to be the head coach, and Coach Patterson's going to step up from the middle school team to be her assistant this afternoon, which he had other commitments, obviously. So he'll get here about game time.
Yeah.
So it's been interesting, and you could sense a little bit of nerves coming from Coach Long, but she's been around this team for a few years, so I think she'll be all right once we get into the game situation.
You just got to fall into the swing of it. Even if you're just a little nervous beforehand, it'll all become natural once game time hits.
She had a pitching decision to make right off the bat, and she's decided to go with Emily Calvin today, who we saw in relief, and she was very good in relief against Bowling Green.
Yeah, Powell did a great job against Bowling Green the other day, and just the difference in speed between her and Campbell, they become a good pair for each other. Ty Campbell is more of a junk and movement pitcher, whereas Powell has a little bit of speed, so they work really well together.
Are you saying like Greg Maddox-esque?
Almost.
Not quite there yet.
Not quite yet.
Not there yet. But and then you look at Silex, who played very good against Montgomery County last week, but then kind of had a setback against Winfield. And, I was talking to assistant coach Robert James, who just came from Winfield as their athletic director, and I think that may have put a little pressure, whether it was in the front of their head or not, to do well, and may have had the the opposite effect in that ball game.
And coming into a program, back to a program, I guess, where you've already been successful elsewhere, it's just the athletes want to do well for their coach, and he's new to the program again.
New again,
back.
Yes.
But you also have Dean Street, who's going to make those athletes compete down at Winfield, and so that also makes it a very competitive atmosphere because Silex just went head-to-head with Bowling Green for how many years, and so you just come back to that typical matchup there.
You think seeing Dean over there may have been in their head a little bit
maybe,
too?
Maybe.
Possibly. So that's the matchup today, Louisiana and Silex. And we'll take a break, come back with your keys to the game after this on Eagle 102.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Getting ready for Silex and Louisiana this afternoon. Our keys to the game for Louisiana, they have to keep up that good defense that they played against Bowling Green. I don't think we had an error on either side in that ball game, and it's going to take an effort like that, and they're going to have to get some key hits.
Yeah, they're going to have to string some hits together. I mean, Allie Jenkins was the only hit in that Bowling Green Louisiana game, and you had some kids putting the ball in play, but you got to string that together and put some runs across the plate, especially today.
Yeah, it seemed like other than the Jenkins double, which came early in that ball game, if a ball was hit hard, it was right out of Bowling Green Lady Cat. And I think Avery Gam was lucky to survive a ball to the shortstop in that ball game, but she made a nice play. On the Silex side, they can't take this Louisiana team for granted.
Yeah, I mean, especially coming off of a season last year that Louisiana was 0-21. They're hungry this year, and they've worked, and you can definitely tell. And so if you come into to this game with that mindset of what they were last year, that's when they're going to catch you on your toes, or on your heels, rather.
Now, we saw Katie Wallace in right field against Bowling Green as the flex player. She suffered a hand injury a couple of games ago.
Yeah.
And she was just either underhand tossing or giving the ball off to the center field in that one. Well, she's in a much more significant wrap now, almost a soft cast. She'll know more coming up, but it was worse than she initially had thought. So she is out for the foreseeable future for Louisiana.
And Wallace definitely made an impact in that game against Paris, and you could definitely tell that she's a more experienced player, even coming in as a freshman, and she's played a lot of ball, and she's going to make an impact on the Bulldogs when she does get to come back and actually play.
She'll be replaced out there and right by freshman Emerson Bradley. So see if the Silex Lady Owls try and hit that way and test the freshman early in this ball game. Those are our keys to the game. We'll come back with starting lineups for you next on KJFM.
This is Kyle Sugar, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starting lineups for this ball game. First for the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs. They're coached by Teresa Long, Coach Patterson. They'll lead it off with the pitcher, number 7, Emily Powell. Batting second, the second baseman, number 10, Ty Campbell. In the 3 spot is the shortstop, number 17, Allison Jenkins. Then cleanup is the third baseman, number 8, Tessa DePriest. Batting fifth is the catcher, number 6, Jordan Patterson. And the 6th spot is the first baseman, number 21, Brylan Stewart. Left field belongs to number 9, Tatum DePriest. She'll bat 7th. In the 8th spot is the center fielder, number 15, Jalea Reese, and batting 9th is the right fielder, number 11, Emerson Bradley. So again, it's Powell, Campbell, Jenkins, DePriest, Patterson, Stewart, DePriest, Reese, and Bradley. And those are the starters for Louisiana. For the Silex Lady Owls, they're coached by Rebecca Prowley and assisted by Jennifer Capstick, Robert James, and Sabrina O'Haron. They'll lead it off with the pitcher, number 33, Taylor Howard. Batting second, the right fielder, number 10, Sarah Weatherford. In the 3 spot is the first baseman, number 11, Maddie Hall. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, number 20, Carson Harlan. Second baseman bats fifth, number 3, Tori Mudd. Then in the 6th spot is the catcher, number 17, Sarah Granicke. 7th place belongs to the designated player, number 23, Carly Ellis. 8th place hitter is the left fielder, number 15, Taya Williams. And batting 9th is the shortstop, number 2, Abigail Mooney. Flexing in center field is number 13, Gwen Gilbert. So again, the batting order, Howard, Weatherford, Hall, Harlan, Mudd, Granicke, Ellis, Williams, and Mooney. And those are your starting lineups for this ball game. Those lineup cards are being exchanged at home plate along with the captains, coaches, and the 2 umpires. So we're just minutes away from introductions on the field and softball here from Silex on Eagle 102.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-side. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercBK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
Getting ready for softball here at Silex. Mark Fronick, Maddie Ingram, and it's going to be a few minutes.
Just a couple.
Longest exchange of lineup cards I think I've ever seen for a perfectly symmetrical.
That's what I'm thinking. There must be so many field regulations and different things that could happen that they must discuss today.
It'll give us a chance, though. They built this field a couple of years ago. Got separated the baseball and the softball diamonds here at Silex. Well, now they have completely stripped the baseball diamond, and they're having a professional sports turf company come in and plant new grass and level that field. That is going to be probably the best baseball diamond in the area come spring.
I'm excited to see it. That's going to be beautiful, and it's a lot of work, but they're going to have a nice field when it's done.
Nice is an understatement.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is going to be
premier.
Yeah, probably. If not, it's going to be better than college grade.
Yep.
Probably better than minor league grade. I'd say it's going to be better than playing at Wrigley Field.
Oh, wow. Well, it is Wrigley Field, though.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to take a break as they introduce the players and play the national anthem. Back with softball in just a couple minutes on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
As they continue to introduce the starters here before the national anthem, we'll go ahead and set the defense for the Silex Lady Owls. Again, across the outfield, it's Taya Williams in left, Gwen Gilbert in center. Sarah Weatherford is in right. The infield stacks like this. Carson Harlan at third. Abigail Mooney at short. Tori Mudd at second base, and Maddie Hall over at first. Sarah Gradicke behind the plate, and Taylor Howard in the circle this afternoon for the Silex Lady Owls. Owls in the green jerseys, classic numbers on the back, black pants and black socks. Louisiana in their Louisiana red jerseys, gray pants, black socks. I like those Louisiana uniforms. That's a good contrast.
I like the socks that go along with it.
Exactly. We'll take a break, come back with first pitch after this on KJFM.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, review your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
Pike County, Missouri Health Department is accepting appointments for upcoming COVID vaccination clinics. Appointments can be made online at www.pikecountyhealth.org or by calling our office at 573-324-2111. These will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Stay up to date with more clinics by subscribing to our PCHD e-news. If you do not have internet access, please call our office and ask how we can help you stay informed.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Just about ready for softball here from Silex as Louisiana comes to town to visit. And for Louisiana, they'll bat first. Powell, Campbell, and Jenkins be the first three. Tessa DePriest, if anyone gets on, will be the cleanup hitter. And in the third base coaching box will be Teresa Long. Craig Patterson in the first base coaching box for the Lady Dogs today, as again, Kelsey Calvin at home, not feeling the best today, and we wish her a speedy recovery.
I mean, it's a big week for Louisiana on top of that, so I know she's wanting to be here as much as she can be, so best wishes to Coach Calvin.
Yeah, Coach Long said hopefully she'll be back tomorrow to coach in practice, and then Thursday they'll be at Van Far, and we'll have that game for you.
Yeah. No, Thursday they'll be back in action. I'll be interested to see who they throw against Van Far this year, who's kind of expanded their team a little bit, especially from last year. So.
Yeah, they had a lot better numbers, it looked like. And they didn't have bad numbers last year, but it's a team that has some potential.
It was just, I think they got a late start to the season, obviously because
last
of COVID.
Year,
and then after that, I mean, they came out really quick and hard, and then all of a sudden we were back and just kind of slow. Just kind of a weird year.
Taylor Howard ready in the circle, and stepping in is Emily Powell, right-handed batter. Where's number 7? She's the starting pitcher this afternoon for the Lady Bulldogs. And the first pitch of the ball game is low and away, bounces in for ball 1. Another thing I like about the Louisiana uniforms, the Bulldog on the sleeve. I like the primary logo on the sleeve like that.
They're clean jerseys, and they're not over the top.
This one grounded to the shortstop. Couple of hops for Mooney. Had a little trouble with it, but throws over in plenty of time. 6-3 on the putout. Mooney to Hall, and there's one away.
Not bad from Powell there. I mean, she hit the ball hard on the ground, and typically when you do that, good things happen. And Mooney had a little bit of trouble getting that ball over to first base, but, ended up getting the out. But it shows hope for the Bulldogs today that their timing is on already.
Yeah, just sort of trapped the ball instead of letting it roll into her glove into a natural throw. But still, she had the arm to make the throw over in plenty of time. And the first pitch to Campbell is on the outside corner for strike 1.
Howard has that same momentum that she did last year and just quickly approaching the mound, and as soon as she steps on, she's firing.
She got that corner on the first pitch, went back to it and got the call again, and now it's 0-2 to Campbell. Working quickly is Howard, and that one is hit into center field. One step back for Gilbert, and she'll make the catch for the second out. So quickly 2 away, but Louisiana's putting the ball in play, swinging the bat, not taking those pitches. They're on 0-2. That'll bring in Jenkins, who we know can hit the ball hard. This isn't a big field. They've got a taller fence to try and even that out a little bit, but this is a hitter's ballpark. That one a little high on the first pitch to Allie Jenkins.
A little bit of a difference in Howard from last year. It looks like her speed may be down, and not in a bad way. Looks like her ball's spinning just a little bit more than she did last year, and maybe that's just a change in her release. But she definitely looks a little bit different than she did last year.
That one on the outside corner to even the count of the ball and a strike. She worked quickly, even when she takes a walk to the back of the circle. She's back in and delivering the next pitch, and it's fouled off the screen to make it a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
She's attacking that outside corner today, and it's working well for her. She's getting outs with it.
Well, we saw Tanner do that on the inside corner against Louisiana last week.
Good for her speed.
This one grounded foul to the third baseman and stepped on by Coach Long. She hands it off to Carson Harlan and back to her pitcher Howard. That was a protect swing there at 1-2. Jenkins ready again, Howard ready, and the pitch is swung on and missed. The drop ball gets her, and a 1-2-3 inning for Taylor Howard and the Silex Lady Owls. Owls coming up. This game scoreless after a half inning on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on the Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Set the defense for Louisiana at the bottom of the first inning. Tatum DePriest is in left. Jalea Reese is in center. Emerson Bradley in right. Tessa DePriest is the third baseman. Allison Jenkins is the shortstop. Ty Campbell at second base and Brylan Stewart at first. Jordan Patterson behind the plate. And Emily Powell taking her warm-up tosses ahead of this bottom of the first inning. Louisiana goes 1, 2, 3. And Eagle 102 sports coverage this week is brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, PJ Salon, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating. Follow all the action right here on KJFM at 102.1, KJFMradio.com, our KJFM radio app, on Alexa, on our YouTube channel, on Twitter, on Facebook.
We're literally everywhere at this point.
Do we have an Instagram yet?
No, but I think we should get on that.
Is that something that, do we put you in charge of that? Do we put,
we'll make it aesthetically pleasing. I'll get pictures of the field for everyone, and you know, you can just go and double tap a picture of the Silex softball field if you have to.
I was about to say, do we put Brennan in charge of that?
And
then I thought, no, that's a bad idea.
It is a bad idea.
So I quickly changed on the fly to you running that. Howard will step in. Then Weatherford and Hall. If anyone gets on, Harlan will bat out of the cleanup spot. Powell's ready. And the first pitch to Taylor Howard is hit into the gap, and this one's going to go to the wall. One hopper off the fence, and a leadoff extra base hit into second. Rounding going for third. The relay is not in time and actually goes wild. Howard will stay at third. Nope.
And
she's going to go,
home.
And she's going to slide, or not slide in, step around the tag.
Inside the park home run for Taylor Howard.
We'll call it a Little League home run, triple and an error.
I mean, not a bad relay from the outfield. It just came, you know, sometimes when you have somebody speedy like that, you just want to throw the ball. And that's kind of what happened, and Jenkins threw that ball to the third base dugout.
Yeah, she threw it before her feet were set, and this one bunted beautifully in front of the plate, and Weatherford will not get there in time. A half step, if that, and she's gunned out at first base. Not a bad idea trying to bunt for a hit.
But props to Patterson who stood up and picked that ball up and fired it down to first base. I mean, it was perfectly bunted, and I for sure thought it would have been a single.
And that one bounces in on the first pitch to Maddie Hall. Both these pitchers working extremely fast. Hall is the first baseman, batting from the left-hand side. And the next is nubbed out in front of the plate. A swinging bunt. Will she make it to first? No. As a good job coming out of the circle for Powell to pounce on that and get the out at first base. And there's two away with the bases empty for Carson Harlan.
Powell's recovered nicely after that hit from Howard.
That one bounces in. She had the corner, but the bottom dropped out of it. And it's a 1-0 count. Carson digs back in. And this one hit opposite field and foul in right field.
Bradley was on her horse. I don't know. She probably would have cut that ball off if it would have been fair. She had a pretty good route to it.
Carson Harlan's helmet looks like a college football helmet. Lots of decals.
Lots of stickers.
Another 0-2, and that one misses inside.
Not a bad idea from Powell.
That was a 1-2. Now it's, I believe, 2-2.
2-2.
Home plate umpire. He's hot. He's not sticking up fingers. This one grounded to the shortstop. Jenkins up with it. Throw across high, but you got a tall first baseman there in Brylan Stewart to complete the out. So a leadoff triple and an error for a run. The next three retired on infield groundouts. And after one full inning, it's Silex 1, Louisiana nothing on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild?
I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
To the second inning we go. Howard back in the circle. And it'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, DePriest, Patterson, and Stewart for Louisiana after a 1-2-3 first. A couple of ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout. So every way you can get an out, they got one in the top of the first inning.
Yeah, and Silex made quick work, and on hot days like this and days where you want to get to a team quickly, you got to get in and you got to get out. And that's exactly what they did. And then, you know, we go back out there and they pick up a run, and that's just effectiveness.
I don't know if I've ever seen a catcher a full head taller than her pitcher, but Sarah Gradicke, she is about the tallest and slenderest catcher I've ever seen. That one on the corner for strike one, and Howard got that call right off the bat and has just been attacking that outside corner, getting the call each time.
And call what works. I mean, these Louisiana hitters have been swinging, and they're grounding out, and they're getting fly balls, or they're striking out. And so if it's working, keep doing it.
Got the low strike, too, against Tessa DePriest, and she's in the hole 0-2. Digs back in. Howard's pitch. Climbed the ladder. Tessa wasn't chasing. And it's a ball and 2-strike count. 1-0 Silex here in the top of the second inning. Set up way outside this time. And that on the corner for strike three. Got her looking. They set up ridiculously outside and then pitch right back to that outside corner she's been getting the call at the whole time. Fooled Tessa, and there's one away.
That makes 2 on the day for Howard for strikeouts.
And it'll bring in Jordan Pedersen. And the first pitch to Pedersen on its way. And rolls in for ball one.
They're setting up to that outside just as you mentioned, and, you know, sometimes Howard's getting on top of that ball, and that becomes more of a drop ball, which has been effective, and then other times we see it, and it hits the dirt and gets under Gradicke's glove.
And the next is just a little bit high to Patterson, who is she has a small strike zone. That one misses as well, yeah.
Started on the outside. It was almost a backdoor curve. It started on that outside corner and then ran right back in. About eye high for Patterson.
3-0 the count. And that one goes high, and it's a 4-pitch walk to the Louisiana catcher, and it'll bring in Brylan Stewart, first base runner of the afternoon for Louisiana. And we'll see if they want to do a little running here. 1 on, 1 out. Lady Dogs looking for their first hit. The pitch up high, and that's 5 straight out of the zone for Taylor Howard.
Her rhythm seems to be a little bit off, I mean, especially when you work in that quick, fast-paced movement, and you know, as soon as she steps on the mound, if it's not correct, like every single time it's the same way, it throws off, and then you see balls, and then we turn into walks.
That one missed up high as well, just high, and it's 2-0 to Stewart. Tatum DePriest on deck. Thought about that one, went too high, and it's 3-0. 7 straight out of the zone from Howard. And Stewart digs back in. The next to Brylan is on the corner, and she was throwing the bat.
She was ready to go down to first base.
She went back to that outside corner and cashed in for strike one. The 3-1 offering. Up high, and it's a walk.
2 walks in a row.
And there's 2 on for DePriest. She wears number 9. Tessa wears 8. Tatum wears 9.
Aw, a little sibling
Yeah.
love.
2 on, 1 out, and the pitch is on the corner for strike 1. That one looked a little higher than the previous ones that were called a strike, but she got the call regardless.
He really likes that outside corner,
Yes,
though.
he does.
And he's given a lot of room.
Set up inside this time, and it's up and in for ball 1. Patterson taking a big lead with the pitch off second base.
Harlan's playing a little bit further back in case Patterson takes third.
That one misses up high, 2-1. This is a big opportunity for Louisiana. 2 on, just 1 out.
Just punch one of those runs across, and you're,
Back even.
back even here.
The 2-1 on the corner for strike 2.
With the defense playing back, I'm surprised that we're not bunting right now.
Yeah.
Especially with DePriest. She has some speed. If she can lay a bunt down, this would be a prime time to do it.
2-2. Strike 3 called. Got her. Second strikeout in the inning with 2 walks in between. There's 2 away now. 2 on, 2 out. And the batter will be Jalea Reese.
Reese has seen a lot of time. It's a young team for Louisiana either way. You've got a lot of freshmen and sophomore playing. But Reese started at the top of the lineup for the Bulldogs at the beginning of the season, kind of worked her way down in the lineup, but she's speedy. And when she gets on, she's going to score.
Batting from the left-hand side. First one was a strike on the outside corner. This one hit toward the Louisiana dugout on the third base side for strike 2. So after that little bout where she couldn't quite find the zone, Howard's dialing it back in here against the 7 and 8 hitters. The 0-2 pitch to Reese. Just missed the outside corner.
So he likes the typical outside corner, but the inside corner, but the outside corner to the left-handed batter isn't working for him.
She got one call there. That one a little bit farther out. And this one on the inside corner, that same spot she's been getting the righties out with for the strikeout. 4 strikeouts already for Taylor Howard. Louisiana leaves 2 aboard after an inning and a half. Trail Silex 1-0 on Eagle 102.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Powell back in the circle for her second inning of work. She's just given up the 1 hit, but that 1 hit came across on an error. It was a triple and an error for a run scored by Howard to start the ball game. She got the next 3 out, and now it'll be Mudd, Granicky, and Ellis for the Lady Owls. Tonight's action brought to you by Penrod Real Estate, Louisiana Auto Sales and Rentals, and Crazy Ladies Garden Center. Glad you're with us on a Tuesday for high school softball. We'll have more softball on Thursday as Louisiana will be at Van Far. First look at the Van Far Lady Indians this year, as today's our first look at the Silex Lady Owls this new season. And hoping we get Clopton and Ellsbury back in action quickly.
Yeah, we were supposed to have Bowling Green Ellsbury this evening. Clopton later in the week. But, COVID is making its appearance again, unfortunately.
I would have liked the air conditioning of the
Bowling Green
press box.
I wouldn't be opposed either.
I was lobbying with the concession stand to get into their pickup window and call the game from there because they're air conditioned. Beautiful facility. This one nub foul. And the count goes to 0-2 to Tori Mudd. Mudd, the second baseman. And she looks like a second baseman.
She does look like a second baseman. She played a lot of third last year,
Mm-hmm.
and didn't do a bad job there, but definitely could tell she was a middle infielder.
0-2 pitch to her. That one floats on Powell for ball 1.
Either way, that pitch is effective. It changes our eye level. It does something. It makes the batter think a little differently despite it being a ball.
Spins that ball in her hand, and this one is lifted into left field. Moving on, it is DePriest, and Tatum makes a two-handed grab for the first out.
Not a bad read from DePriest. I mean, that sun is right in her eyes, and
Yeah.
she adjusted well, put that glove up, and shielded the sun, made the catch.
The sunglasses are out, definitely, and she has that salute going to shield her eyes from further sun as it peeks over the Silex school building. That is behind the first base line here. What is that, about a quarter mile?
Oh, just a little. I would say a little bit less, but right about that.
It looks like a mile and a half at my age, and that one bounces in and it hits Sarah Granicke, and she'll be awarded first base.
The issue is, though, Mark, it's uphill.
Yeah.
That's the thing that makes it seem so long. On a hot day like today, no one wants to walk uphill.
No, they'll get the gator out if you need
Yeah.
to go up the hill. And they'll have a courtesy runner for the catcher, Granicke, and we'll try and get that number. Starts with the 2, but half the team starts with the 2 for Silex. 24. That is Kenzie James, so Coach James' daughter. Roberts in the first base coaching box. Rebecca Prowley, the head coach, in the third base box for Silex. And the batter is Carly Ellis.
Batting
this one,
for Gwen Gilbert.
This one hit to the shortstop. She steps on second and just late at first base. They were very close to turning the double play there. So James out at second on the force, and aboard on a fielder's choice is Carly Ellis. That'll bring in Taya Williams. And she takes a ball low, snap throw to first, and back in safely is Ellis. Taya wears number 15. She's the left fielder. And that one drops low again, 2-0. Runner at first, 2 down. And that one floats outside, 3-0.
Powell's done a pretty good job with this this Silex batting order so far, making her way through with minimal damage.
That one low, and a 4-pitch walk. And Silex with something cooking here in the bottom of the second.
Abigail Mooney is up next for the Owls.
And that'll bring the infielders into the circle to talk to Powell.
Probably just trying to calm her down. They've got 2 outs.
And the batter and both base runners come over and talk to Rebecca in the third base coach's box. Rebecca's been coaching this team a long time now.
She's been building for this program for a while. Knows these athletes, knows these families.
The batter, Abigail Mooney. Number 9 hitter, and she hits one to the opposite field. That one's going to drop in for a hit. One hop to the right fielder, and they're going to score a run. Little delay in getting the ball back into the infield, and that was just enough for the run to come across. Across is Ellis to make it 2-0.
That was, I mean, a good cutoff from Bradley and Wright. If she comes up firing and not thinking, there's a potential of a play at home that we stop that run, and you're out of the inning.
So 2-0 Silex, single run in the first, another run here in the second, and all with 2 outs. Runner will take second as that one misses the outside corner for ball 1. Second and third, 2 outs, and that one is up high, 2-0. Howard, a triple and a run scored already in this ball game.
I'm thinking work down here. The last ball that she got was up in the zone, and she put it in the outfield. Just quick on the bases and
3-0 the count, and it seems like everything is up over the head of Howard right now, out of the danger zone.
Definitely can tell she's a little nervous. Doesn't want to make the same mistake.
4 out of the zone, and the bases are loaded. 2-out rally here.
Sometimes being too careful puts you in a little bit more trouble than you want to be in. I mean, we're in bases loaded situation here now with that walk.
Weatherford the batter, and it bounces in, goes back to the screen, bounces straight up in the air, and a run comes across. On the wild pitch, in to score is Williams, and it's 3-0. Everybody advanced, runners at second and third. 2 have crossed in the inning so far for Silex, and this has the potential to be a big number here in the second. This one grounded slowly to the third baseman, cut off by DePriest. Throw over, not in time, and another run comes across. It's 4-0. Infield hit and an RBI. That one was just slow and had a lot of spin on it.
Yeah, that ball had a lot of spin, and I think that Powell did her job there, and Weatherford was just really quick, and she punched that ball down to the third baseline just slow and made her way to first base.
Pulls back a bunt as the ball is in the dirt, and the runner will take second.
Louisiana just needs one here. Sometimes it's the hardest. The last one is the hardest to get.
Up high, and it's 2-0. So she's missed low, she's missed high. And Maddie Hall ahead, 2-0. She grounded out her first time up. The next to her in the dirt, goes back to the screen. This time it's a good bounce back, and they'll tag the runner out at home. Howard is out, and the inning comes to an end. So a wild pitch and a tag out there at home. But 3 come across, and Silex has extended their lead over Louisiana after 2 full innings, 4-0 on Eagle 102.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Silex hands 3 in the bottom of the second inning and lead this ball game over Louisiana 4-0. Our coverage on Eagle 102 tonight and this week brought to you by Silex Banking Company, Craig's Truck and Tractor, County Market in Vandalia, Ayers Oil Company, and Frank Wallace, Shelter Insurance Agent. You can follow the action here on Eagle 102 at 102.1 FM, KJFMradio.com, our KJFM radio app, on Alexa, on our YouTube channel, on Twitter, at Eagle 102 Sports. I think that's the Twitter. And then
it is.
And then also on Facebook. So
we stay updating all of those accounts, and on air we try to keep everyone up to date with events and sports, everything that we have going on.
And Brendan Ince back at the station working feverishly on our Instagram.
Yes. He's a true Insta guy.
He's going to have some weird stuff on there.
Yeah, he is. Be prepared. People just need to start following us now at this point. If you're down to get weird, follow us on Instagram.
That one a little bit high on the first pitch of this third inning as Howard back out for her third inning of work and Brylan Stewart the batter.
Emerson Bradley.
Yeah, Emerson Bradley. Sorry. I saw 1 and went right to 21 instead of 11.
I looked up and I was like,
no,
that's not as tall as Brylan is. She's not as tall as Brylan.
I just saw the number. I was going to correct it.
That's all right.
This one, half swing to the first baseman, stops it in fair territory. That's a nice play by Maddie Hall. That ball was about an inch off the line and going foul. She rushed in and trapped it against her body before it hit in foul territory and steps back about 2 steps and records the first out.
It was almost a defense swing from Bradley there where it was just like, get the bat on the ball so it doesn't hit me is kind of what it looked like.
Yeah, it was definitely a knuckleball off the bat. That's the first out and back to the top of the order for Emily Powell, and she takes the ball outside.
Powell hit a ground ball pretty sharply to the shortstop, Mooney, her last at bat, and was thrown out at first base.
The 1-0 is called a strike. That one was middle out, but over the plate. I mean, right in the wheelhouse of a right-handed hitter. He evens the count at a ball and a strike, and the next is a little too high and tight. And the count goes to 2-1.
I'd like to see Howard get that inside pitch under control today because, I mean, when she used it last year, it was effective. It's just kind of tailing on her today, and sometimes that inside pitch is a little difficult to maintain.
That one just misses. First time she hasn't gotten the corner. Little Silex royalty here. Natalie Fleming taking in the ball game with her dad, Mark. That one she does get the call on. And the count goes full at 3-2. All decked out in her Mizzou regalia. Payoff pitch on its way. That one's fouled back. Spoiled a good one, did Powell.
Anything to stay alive in that batter's box.
Make her throw 2 strikes instead of 1.
Looking for a hit or even a walk to start a rally here.
1 out, base is empty. Louisiana trails Silex 4-0. This one hit off the end of the bat and grabbed by Mudd in the air for the second out. That's a nice play running in. Mudd initially took a step backwards and really had to get on her horse to catch that in the air.
We said she looked like a middle infielder, and that is middle infielder things that she was doing right there.
So the base is empty now with 2 outs for Ty Campbell. Campbell hit the ball well to center field her first time up, but right at Gwen Gilbert. First pitch she sees this time, showing bunt, offered at it for strike 1. That's one you got to pull back there. Low and away like that.
Especially, I mean, you got 2 outs at this point. You have to be extremely selective if you're going to even show bunt.
The 0-1, not showing bunt this time, and it's fouled back off the top of the screen to make it 0-2.
And sometimes that is a timing mechanism that's picked up in softball, and some baseball players do it too. I don't want to take away from baseball, but sometimes people don't get their bat pulled back quick enough, and then it turns into a strike either way or a pop fly on accident where they're just trying to get their hands out of the zone.
Oh, late swing on the changeup, and swinging through it is Campbell for the 3rd out. That's just a pretty pitch right there. 4-0 after 2.5. Silex coming up on Eagle 102.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
To the 3rd inning, bottom of the 3rd inning here at Silex High School. Lady Owls lead Louisiana by a score of 4-0.
Looks like we will have number 20 stepping into the box for Silex, which is Carson Harlan, who will take over. Or excuse me.
No, Harlan is the cleanup hitter, and then Mudd and Gradicke, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
There we go.
Heart of the order for Silex. I ran away for a minute. I had to say hi to Nat. One of our favorites from the past here at Silex.
I see what I did here. We had the girl thrown out at home plate. That was my issue.
So it'll actually be Maddie Hall.
Maddie Hall, and then Harlan.
Yeah, there you go. So the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, and there's a strike called to Maddie Hall.
Good start for Powell for this inning.
A little warm, but otherwise a pitch-perfect day for softball here at Silex High School. That one, just missed the top of the zone. That's a tough pitch for Powell not to get there.
Yeah, he's not a fan of up in the zone. He doesn't mind the low calls, though.
The 1-1 rolls past home plate.
A little too low.
2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff hitter. And the next is fouled back to the screen, evens things up 2-2.
Good comeback pitch there from Powell, and something low in the zone and off speed would be effective here. And let's see what she does here to Hall. 2-2 is the count.
And the next on its way. And that one just misses, and the count goes full.
Patterson's not doing a bad job back there framing and making those strikes, or, well, what should kind of look like strikes, making them look even better.
This one grounded hard to the second baseman. Campbell up with it, underhand over to Stewart at first for the first out. 4-3 on the putout, and Hall is sent back to the dugout. That'll bring in Carson Harlan.
She had a ground ball to the shortstop her last at bat. That was in the first inning, and Powell made quick work of that.
That one way outside to Harlan, who wears number 20. That's on the right-hand side. She digs back in. Powell spins the ball in her right hand, now delivers, and this one is hit past the shortstop and into left field for a 1-out hit. So Harlan aboard.
Nice little gap shot to that 5-6 hole there, and gets Harlan on with a single.
That'll bring in Tori Mudd. Mudd wears number 3. She's the second baseman. She's done some sliding, a little damage on the left leg of her pants.
And she's got some speed, so if she gets on the base path, there's a good chance that the Owls are going to score again.
First pitch she sees this time is hitting the air behind third base, and that will drop. They were playing her pretty deep. Harlan stops at second, and there's 2 on with 1 out for Sarah Gradicke. And Silex again putting something together here in the home half of the third inning.
And I think the issue there with Mudd is you don't want to play her too far in because she will burn you. You're also in a no doubles defense. You don't want that run to score and make it 5-0. So, the outfield was positioned perfectly, but it just turns into a single, and it's an unfortunate thing for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, she was jammed on the pitch was Mudd.
Right. Not a bad pitch from Powell on that.
Strike on the first to Gradicke, and this one is hit in the air to center. Backing up, moving over on it is Reese. She makes the catch. Tagging was Harlan off of second base. She'll advance, and there's runners at the corners now with 2 outs. Good thinking there for Harlan to get herself closer to scoring position.
Not a bad throw from Reese. I mean, she knew exactly where she was going. You got to be aware of what's going on and that potential tag situation.
Showing bunt and pulling back. The runner will advance to second in Mudd. Now there's 2 in scoring position with 2 outs. And Silex has shown they can do some damage with 2 down. The 1-0. This one is hit right off the shortstop Jenkins' foot, and a run will come across. Over to third is Mudd, and that's going to be a hit for Carly Ellis. She hit that on the button and right off the inside of the foot of Allie Jenkins. 5-0 in favor of Silex, and there's runners at the corners again.
Jenkins has had a lot of balls hit her way, not only today, but this season. I feel like the ball has found her, whether she's playing third base or she's playing shortstop. The ball continues to find her.
And that hits the batter, Williams, on a bounce, and she'll load the bases.
So she's got a free pass both times today. So a walk and a hit by pitch. I don't know if I want to consider a hit by a pitch a free pass.
It is when it bounces first.
Yeah, that. But if you're just getting a straight on hit, it's definitely not a free pass. You're paying a little bit.
And that'll draw Coach Long out of the dugout to talk to her troops, as this is a big at bat here. A hit here, a couple of runs come across, and this game's out of reach. So this is a very important conversation for the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs. And they can't get together on putting their fists in to break the huddle. It seems like Jenkins is a little hobbled after that ball off the inside of her foot.
That ball had to have hurt. I could kind of hear a little bit of a hit, but that's just an area where there's not much muscle. It's just straight bone typically.
That's top knuckle on your big toe. And they're going to switch pitchers here. Into a pitch is Ty Campbell. So a pitching change for Louisiana ahead of this bases loaded 2-out situation. So we'll take a break, come back with more from Silex after this on Eagle 102.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season with Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and a taste of Philly.
So the new pitcher is Ty Campbell, and she comes into a heap of trouble here. Bases loaded. There are 2 outs, and the number 9 hitter, Abigail Mooney, will be the batter. Mooney, the shortstop. And what did she do her first time up?
She hit a single to right field her first at-bat, and Bradley fielded it.
And this one is hit toward the gap. Moving over on it, making the catch is Tatum DePriest. She covered a little bit of ground there pretty quickly and got herself in good position to make a fairly routine catch to leave the bases loaded. Silex adds one, leads this ball game 5-0 after 3 full innings. Head to the 4th after this on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
So one pitch is all it took for Ty Campbell to get out of the bottom of the 3rd inning. Silex ahead, though, 5-0, but this is still a ball game thanks to a very big pitch from Ty.
Things definitely could have went south there. I was playing all of these different defensive shifts in my head, because Mooney is so quick, and I was like, do we bring the defense in? And good thing that they stayed where they were because DePriest was able to make that play.
Yeah, she took about 10 steps very quickly, as that was a pretty screaming line drive. Out there to left center field and made the catch. Strains the bases loaded, do Silex, and it'll be the player who got hit in the foot by a ball last inning, leading things off, Allison Jenkins.
She had a strikeout her last at-bat to a ball that was low in the zone.
That one was framed extremely well by Gradicke. I thought that was off that outside corner. She pulled it back and got the call for her pitcher.
Doing a little fooling of the umpire today.
0-1 to Allie Jenkins, and the next is fouled back. Just missed on that one. And it's 0-2. Now you've gone fastball outside. What do you do here, 0-2?
Honestly, I would go up in the zone here. if the ball is going to rise at the correct point, if she can throw that rise ball for a strike here.
The 0-2, there it was. Kind of went off speed with it.
Yeah. I think she may have just messed up a changeup there, just kind of let it out from the wrong slot more than anything. But it was up in the zone, which is not a bad idea.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The next. This one hit off the end of the bat. Laying out. Did Granicke get there?
Yeah. Oh, it looks like
rolled
it
out of her
popped
glove.
From here, it looked like she had caught it.
Yeah, she disappeared behind the wall.
Either way, it was a very, very good effort. And I thought if she would have come up with the ball, I mean, either way, effort was there and very good play in general.
That was maximum effort, and the count stays at 1-2.
Another life for Jenkins.
And she uses that to her advantage, grounds it into center field, quickly brought back in by Gilbert, but a single, and is that the first hit today for Louisiana?
It is. Yep, because the only other people that were on were from walks. Yep. So first hit of the day, and that's not the first time we've heard that associated with Jenkins.
Yeah. And that one bounces away, and she's going to advance to second base. Pass ball.
A little bit of issue with control, I think kind of on both sides today, but more so with Silex.
That one outside, and the count goes to 2-0.
DePriest had a strikeout her last at bat, a looking strikeout that is. This 4-hole is a big roll for the freshman. And she has an opportunity to put her team on this inning. And
that one is hit to the shortstop and out there.
Runner. Good piece of hitting from DePriest. I mean, that ball almost made it through. Mooney made an exceptional play coming across the diamond to get DePriest out at first base. But now Jenkins is at third, and we have one out. And now Patterson steps to the plate.
Patterson, what did she do her first time up?
She walked her last at bat. Small strike zone to number 6 here.
And the first pitch is called a strike.
Pulls back the bunt. She looked like she was going to show it, and all of a sudden she pulled it back, but she should have bunted it if she was going to do it. Jenkins is cheering her on from third base, wanting to get on the scoreboard today. That ball's high. Takes it for a ball.
1-1 the count.
See a little bit of nerves in Patterson. She looked down the third baseline to her coach, Coach Long.
That one on the outside corner.
Delayed call a little bit.
Runner at third with 1 out.
1-2.
And the next, lifted on the infield. Calling for it is the first baseman. Maddie Hall makes the catch, and the runner will have to stay at third base. She's there with 2 outs.
I mean, not a bad idea from Patterson there. She has to get the bat on the ball at this point. It's either that or she's going to stand up there and take strike 3. And so she did what she had to do and unfortunately didn't fall in her favor. And Maddie Hall made a good catch over there at first base to put the second out on the board for the Silex Owls.
Ryland Stewart, the batter.
She walked her last at bat. It was that series of walks from Howard whenever she was kind of struggling to find the zone, about 7 or 8 pitches in a row that were
snap thrown, they got her at third. Picked off at third is Jenkins. And they'll leave Ryland Stewart standing at home plate as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 5-0 Silex as they come to bat, leading Louisiana on Eagle 102.
Some days you just breathe, just trying to break even. Sometimes your heart's pounding out of your chest. Sometimes it's just beating. Some days you just wonder what all you've been given. Some days you just get.
Howard, the leadoff batter, here in the home half of the fourth inning for Silex. Be the top of the order. Howard, Weatherford, and Hall.
Howard hit a fly ball to the second baseman, and she flies out again to the left fielder, DePriest.
So Silex lineup is moving as they're up 5-0. And it'll be the number 2 hitter, Sarah Weatherford. 5-0 Lady Owls. Campbell has thrown 2 pitches and gotten 2 outs.
Effective.
Yeah.
Just kind of that 1-2 punch that I was talking about in the pregame, and the effectiveness of Powell and Campbell working together. It really throws an offense off.
And the 1-0 shows bunt, pulls back 2-0. Play in at the corners a little bit. Not really bunt depth, but a little way. And does bunt out in front of home plate. This one a pretty good bunt. Throw to first, and she is safe. Bunt hit for Weatherford. And there's a runner board with 1 out.
She sees that field and that defense really nicely and knows exactly where to place that bunt, which is super effective in getting on base and getting that bunt for a single. But Weatherford did it the first time, and unfortunately she was thrown out, but it didn't work for her as well. But she has been deadly when it comes to that.
And another meeting in the circle. First hit against Ty Campbell. She puts back on the mask, and everyone will head back to their positions. For the batter, Maddie Hall. What's Hall done today?
Hall has hit a slow ground ball to the pitcher, a ground ball to second base, and so she was out both times that she was at the plate, and she's going to bunt and pulls it back.
Throw down to second, and in safely with the steal is Weatherford. Aboard here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Campbell has her sign, comes set. Pulls back the bunt again, throw down to third, and in with a steal. So she's stolen second, stolen third.
Not a bad throw from Patterson. I think that the issue here is Silex is getting a really good read off of the speed of the pitch and the location, how that ball's dying off. Makes it a little bit easier to steal a base.
1-1 the count. This one hit in the air. It'll be deep enough to score the run. Under it is Bradley. Oh, she dropped it. An error in right field, and into second is Maddie Hall on a 2-base error, and it's 6-0. I think she took her eye off it at the last second to see where the runner was.
She came up wanting to throw, but she didn't have the ball. Ball first.
And that'll bring in Carson Harlan, and she takes one at her feet for ball 1. Runner holds at second. 6-0 Silex here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Harlan had a single her last at bat. She hit that ground ball to the 5-6 hole. And before that, she hit a ground ball to the shortstop and was thrown out at first base.
RBI opportunity for Harlan, and she takes one outside for ball 2.
Pretty big lead from Hall at second base.
I wouldn't be surprised if she went at some point during this at bat. The 2-0 bounces in, 3-0. I mean, she's almost halfway.
If I was going to go, I think it may have been that one.
Yeah.
But I also am a turtle, and I'm pretty slow when it comes to this, so not saying much for me, though.
The 3-0 pitch, that one bounces as well. The runner will advance to third base. So now there's runners at the corners on a walk in this 6-0 ball game. It was kind of a delayed steal. She waited for the batter to drop the bat and start running to first base, and when everyone was crossed up, that's when she went for third.
It would have been a good opportunity for Harlan to take second base at that point, too.
That one floats wide, and stealing second is Carson Harlan. So now runners at second and third with one out, and a chance to blow this game open.
Mudd, her last at bat, she hit a shallow fly to left field for a single, just dropped in front of
This
the
one,
crease.
hard hit to the shortstop, and she holds the ball, and the bases are loaded. She looked to third, looked to second, and by the time she looked to first, it was too late, as Mudd is pretty quick. And the bases loaded now with one out.
I mean, Jenkins saved 1, maybe 2 runs right there just by stopping that ball, because that ball would have hit a gap. So good for her for minimizing there.
Bases loaded, and the first pitch drops in for a strike to Sarah Granicke. See if Sarah can adjust to the speed change between the starter Powell and the reliever Campbell. Off the end of the bat and past the first baseman and second baseman. A run comes in. Here comes another. And the throw goes to third, and everybody's safe. Advancing to second as the throw went to third is Granicke, and it's 8-0 and a chance for a lot more.
I will say that Louisiana has done a really great job of getting the ball in and getting the ball in quick this season, especially on relays. They just whipped that ball across the diamond and almost had 2 really quick plays to try to get an out at both second and third base.
That one was just another one off the end of the bat that found a hole between first and second, and this one bounces in, rolls away from Patterson. She lays out to corral it so the runner can't come home. Carly Ellis looking to do some damage here, get this over a 10-run lead.
Her last at bat, she had a line drive to the shortstop. It was off of Jenkins' leg, I guess, foot area. Counted
Right off that high bone on the top of your foot.
Not a fun spot to be hit.
This one popped up behind home plate and will hit the screen before Patterson can size it up. So it's just a foul ball, and the count goes to 1-1 to Carly Ellis. She's the designated player. She does the hitting, while the center field duties go to Gwen Gilbert.
And she does some pitching for the Owls as well.
Ball and a strike, 1 out. Runners at second and third. The pitch is hit to the gap, and it's going to get down. Both runs are going to come across as this one rolls all the way to the fence, and it's going to end up being a triple. Throw over to third, and she is safe. A little closer than I thought. Those relays are good, but it's 10-0 Silex on a 2-run triple by Carly Ellis. Still just 1 out.
But she definitely busted the door open for Silex there. They've been kind of tacking on runs, but that one really punched it in for the Owls.
There's a strike called on the first pitch to Taya Williams. Now, if Silex can keep Louisiana off the board in the top of the 5th, this ball game will come to an end.
Taya Williams has reached base both times today on a walk and then a hit by a pitch.
This one hit through the hole, pass short, and another run comes in. It's 11-0 on an RBI single by Taya Williams. That was just a perfectly placed little looping line drive to extend the lead further. And we'll have a pinch hitter, it appears, here out of the number 9 spot. Mooney being called back, and the hitter will be Maddie Isom, the sophomore. She wears number 22. That's my favorite number.
Bulldogs still have only 1 out. Got to record 2 more so they can get in there and try to score and extend this game.
I need to get my hands on a David Eckstein jersey. That's what I need to do.
eBay. That's where it's at.
And the first pitch to Isom is hit down the line, and that one is just fouled by about a foot.
That is one of my favorite hits of all time to watch, is balls that go right down the left or at the right field line, and they just follow all the way down to that foul pole.
I like, as a left-handed hitter, hitting a 1 or 2 hop, just screaming hit down the first base line, right over the bag.
Yeah.
That's where I like to go. First basemen don't like it.
No, catch people off guard.
That one floats outside, and the count even at a ball and a strike to ice him. (11-0). Silex leads. They never put the 11th run on the scoreboard here in the ballpark, but we know what it is, and this one's hit back to the pitcher. Campbell up with it, throw over. Runner will advance to second, and there's 2 away. So a productive out for Isom. There's 2 away. And the batter, we go back to the top of the order for Taylor Howard.
And she hit a fly ball to left field. And that was at the beginning of the inning.
So they batted around.
Mm-hmm.
That one floats outside for ball 1 to Howard. Campbell in relief of Powell. And the next pitch is hit hard toward the gap. Moving over on it, though, is DePriest. Actually took off on her a little bit, but she's able to reach up as tall as she can be and make that catch to end the inning.
The snow cone grab.
Mm-hmm. Silex puts it into double digits. It's 11-0. Louisiana has to score 2 to keep this game going when we come back on KJFM.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, view your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
Pike County, Missouri Health Department is accepting appointments for upcoming COVID vaccination clinics. Appointments can be made online at www.pikecountyhealth.org or by calling our office at 573-324-2111. These will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Stay up to date with more clinics by subscribing to our PCHD e-news. If you do not have internet access, please call our office and ask how we can help you stay informed.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
To the top of the 5th we go, 11-0 Silex. Louisiana have to score multiple runs, and it'll be Stewart, DePriest, and Reese to lead things off. The 6, 7, and 8 hitters, if anyone gets on Bradley's spot, the 9 spot, will hit for the Lady Dogs. Throw goes down, and we're ready for softball here in the top of the 5th inning. Stewart was standing at home plate when a runner, Jenkins, was picked off of third base on a snap throw. Kind of got caught napping a little bit off the bag.
The closest that the Bulldogs had come to scoring today.
Mm-hmm.
And ended abruptly there. But Stewart, she walked her last at bat before that last one. And so maybe she can do it again and get something started for the Bulldogs.
It's going to take something here from the bottom half of the order. Stewart digs in, kind of taps herself on the top of the helmet. Now she's ready. Howard still has that shutout intact thanks to that pickoff play. Gradicke to Harlan, and that one misses outside for ball 1. A little low. Had the right spot just off the black of the plate, but a little bit low for ball 1. Set up out there again, and a little too far again. 2-0. Taylor Howard checks her wristband. Now back to the center of the circle. Full wind and the pitch, and that one is up and in, 3-0.
A little trouble finding the zone. I mean, when you can close the door here, the last thing you want to do is put people on. And right now we're struggling to find the zone and struggling to find a groove, and it looks like they're struggling to find a pitch that both of them are on the same page with.
They set up outside on 3-0, and then she hit the spot that time. 3 balls and a strike. Stewart is tall, kind of intimidating, and crowds the plate a little bit. So I would think it would be hard to throw on the inner half to her. That one, a strike called. High strike. but you're going to get those with a player as tall as Brylan Stewart.
Mm-hmm. The thing is if you're going to crowd the plate, you also got to be able to turn your hands and hips pretty quickly.
That one just a little bit low, and a walk on 3-2 to Stewart, and she's aboard. And that's what Louisiana needed. Leadoff batter to get on here in the top of the 5th inning.
Tatum DePriest had a looking strikeout her last at bat. Went deep into the count, though.
Long look from Taylor Howard, and she's showing bunt. Offered at the outside pitch. Came up empty for strike one. Those corner infielders were charging hard toward the plate. They want to catch that on the flying. Double off Brylan Stewart. 0-1. This one lifted into left. Williams under it and makes the catch. Runner goes back to first base, and there's one away.
DePriest definitely surprised the Silex defense there. I think they were expecting her to bunt once again, and she pulled that back and drove it to left field. Not a bad piece of hitting. And,
no.
Silex outfield's just right there. Taya Williams made the catch.
That'll bring in Jalea Reese to bat from the left-hand side with one out and a runner at first base. First pitch to her. On the corner for strike one. Got the outside corner to the lefty that time. 11-0 Silex. Howard rears back and has that one fouled off the screen. Drops down in front of the Louisiana dugout on the third base side.
Reese is definitely behind on Howard right now, and I think she's expecting it to come in hot again, and it would be really dirty of Howard to catch her off guard, but it would be effective, and she tried to get on top of that one. Definitely her changeup's not working today, but if it was, I think it would be extremely effective.
It's hot and humid. Does that affect the grip any?
Depends on what kind of changeup they're throwing. Typically, if you have like a knuckle grip and your
swing and a miss.
But if your fingers get kind of slimy and nasty, especially if you're not using rosin,
definitely
makes it harder to apply the pressure that's needed to take speed and change the spin of that ball.
So a strikeout of Reese, and the batter is Bradley, the final hope for Louisiana in this ball game, and that one is a little bit high, but called a strike. Number 9 hitter, victim of that outside pitch. 0-1, runner at first, 2 outs. The next, chopped at that one, and it's 0-2. Late swing by Emerson. That's a cool first name. I like that.
I like that name too. I think it's becoming more popular now. I have a friend who named their daughter Emerson. I like that name.
Do you go with Emmy or?
Emery.
Okay. This one lifted into short center and back to get it. It's the second baseman, Mudd, almost at the grass line to end the inning and the ball game. 11-0 is our final in 5 innings. Back with the postgame after this for you on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Cellular Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Back at Silex, where the Lady Owls defeat the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs. 11-0 is our final, and the game was actually closer than 11-0. I think there was a little bit of bad luck. Silex was just hitting some holes, kind of fisted a lot of inside pitches to spots in the outfield where neither the infield nor the outfield could get it. Yeah. It seems a lot closer than 11-0.
Yeah, I don't think that Silex by any means just kind of put it to Louisiana. I think they kind of ran away with it at the end, but like you just said, it was not – I mean, it was just finding holes and finding gaps in Louisiana's defense. I mean, they made plays to keep the game a lot closer than it was for a while. And so when we see that, you can definitely tell that Louisiana's competing, and that's saying something because they're just getting started this year.
Yeah, it's a big difference between, a 15-0 game in 3 last year and an 11-0 game in 5 this year. There is a world of difference between those two things, and like you said, it's compete. They've got some players out there. They're starting to catch the other youngsters up with the varsity level, and this is a team, they've already picked up 1 win over Paris, and I think they've got 3-4 more in them, if not more, this season.
And they're only growing, and as we've mentioned, like, they're going to be good in just a couple of years. Like, once this team is, they've played together for 3-4 years, whatever it may be, they're going to be a lot better, and they're going to be one of those teams that you're going to see competing in the conference.
Silex scored single runs in the single run in the first, and then looked like they were just going to put 1 across in the second. Ended up getting 3 more that inning. Got it to 5-0, and then the big bottom of the 4th inning to stretch it to an 11-0 victory here at home against the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs. We'll get you the pitching particulars when we come back here in the Eagle 102 post-game show.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
11-0 our final. Silex over Louisiana in 5 innings. And the winning pitcher this afternoon, Taylor Howard, she gets the complete game shutout. Emily Powell takes the loss. Campbell came in relief. Initially, she got the first 2 hitters she faced on 2 pitches. Yeah. The first one to end a bases-loaded jam that could have busted the game open right there. And then a fly ball out on the first pitch she threw her next inning. But after that, it kind of Silex adjusted to that speed and were able to find some holes, take advantage of the base pass a little bit, and build this into an 11-0 victory over Louisiana. Final numbers as far as strikeouts go?
Yeah, for Howard, she had 6 strikeouts on the day and only allowed 1 hit, no runs. She also got things started for Silex earlier in the game, too. So she had a pretty good game, not only from the mound, but at the plate as well. So doing it all for Silex. I think, personally, Powell did her job today. I think she held a very strong offensive team of Silex to a minimum today. So she did her job.
Our coverage this week brought to you by Lacrosse Lumber in Vandalia, Cuda Auto Repair, and Central Bank of Audrain County. Glad you're with us this afternoon at 102.1 on KJFMradio.com, our KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. The cell service, we've got we'll figure that out at some point here at Silex. Maybe now that they've got the baseball diamond dug up, we can run a wire from the
old school way.
From the school over to the new softball diamond and get this thing taken care of. But always fun to watch baseball and softball here at Silex, and the Lady Owls didn't disappoint today, winning this ball game over Louisiana by 11-0 score. We'll see Louisiana again on Thursday as they play at Van Far. It's a 5 o'clock first pitch, 4:45 pregame here on KJFM. Of course, we'll be at Van Far on air at 102.1 for football on Friday night as well for the Farmers Cup as Van Far welcomes in 2-0 Mark Twain. Mark Twain off to a hot start. Van Far looking for their first win of the season, and they're looking for the upset to claim that Farmers Cup. We'll also have coverage online of Bowling Green at Montgomery County, it looks like, on Friday night. So a full night or full week of sports here on KJFM. Brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, PJ Salon, Northeast Missouri Title Company, McMailer & Son Backhoe and Excavating, also by Penrod Real Estate, Louisiana Auto Sales and Rentals, Crazy Ladies Garden Center and Silex Banking Company, and by Craig's Truck and Tractor, County Market in Vandalia, Ayers Oil Company, and Frank Wallace, Salter Insurance Agent, Lacrosse Lumber in Vandalia, Cuda Auto Repair, and Central Bank of Audrain County. So thanks to all the sponsors for the great coverage this week, and thanks for listening to high school softball as the Lady Owls defeat the Lady Bulldogs this afternoon in 5 innings, 5-0. We'll see you for more from the Diamond on Thursday right here on KJFM.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of Area High School Sports on air at 102.1, online at KJFMradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.